Now, we've got a curious thing here. We got a letter from Azimut Benetti. Azimut owns Benetti, so they call themselves Azimut Benetti. Now, in the letter, they were complaining about a video that we did recently about luminosity in Montenegro. We said that the vessel was rotting away in Montenegro. We've got some video footage here of a super yacht called Luminosity. Now, this vessel has been detained in Montenegro since 2022, and probably because of the lack of crew on board. I mean, like I said, a 5 or 6 caretaker crew on a yacht like this, who are probably not getting paid very often, they're not going to do the best job in looking after a vessel, and it really shows. They sent us a letter which, amongst other things, it said that this video contains false statements and confidential information, and its online dissemination may cause serious harm to our shipyard, as well as both the former and the current yacht owner, especially considering the high value of the vessel. And they basically said, if you don't pull the video, that we're going to, there was a threat or an insinuation of legal action, although those words weren't used. We get these all the time, and it's frustrating because, well, first of all, they neglected to say what was false information in the video, and the confidential information. It's not illegal to say something that was previously confidential, right? It was a weird letter in general. Also, we never even mentioned the previous owner, and that got me thinking, because we actually talked to other, content creators. They'd had a similar letter, and I have a feeling they just copy pasted that letter and sent it to us, because another person who sent us a video and said, what, do you see anything wrong with this? They'd mentioned the previous owner, and here they are saying that something damaged about the previous owner. We never even mentioned him, so that's weird. Also, we never mentioned Benetti in that video either. We never even mentioned the name of the yacht builder. The thing is, the story, which was about the condition of the vessel, because it's been left in Montenegro, it's not manned by a proper crew. It's got a skeleton crew on board. There's been problems with the payment of the crew that do work there. But we've spoken to former temporary crew, skeleton crew, that haven't been paid for months at a time. So they're less likely to try to keep a boat in good condition. Plus, a yacht that size probably has a crew of 35 normally, and there's probably 5 or 6 crew on board right now, which is what the skeleton crew was like about 18 months ago, the last time we spoke to somebody who'd been part of that crew. As a result of the neglect, the vessel is in a poor condition, right? It's not as a result of where it was built. If you took a Lursen or a Amels or Fed ship or whatever boat, if you took any boat and put it in that position and left it for 3 years, it would look like that. If I bought a Rolls Royce, one of the finest motor cars you can buy, and I parked it in a field for 3 years, it would look something like that yacht would. It would have bird poop all over it. It would have rust on it. It would have, the interior would be nasty. It would be covered in crap. That's no reflection of the builder. It's a reflection of the conditions that the vessel is in, right? Now, one of the things we did say in that video is that the person who bought the yacht, Andrei Guriev, he never stepped foot on board. Now, that was actually incorrect. Maybe that's what they were talking about, false information. He actually did go on board for the sea trials before he agreed to buy the yacht, or we're told by somebody who used to work there. And so we went on board. I don't know whether it was for one day or it was an overnight, but it was for a sea trial. So we went on board, and so that ticket to ride cost him 260 million euros or thereabouts. Now, speaking of multi-yacht Luminosity, we've got some new video footage of the yacht in Montenegro right now. Now, like I said, we've not had any video footage for years of this yacht. We've wanted to get it, and then we've had 2 lots of it in recent weeks. So if we look at this drone footage here, you can see the conditions of the yacht. It's clearly not being washed down at all. Whichever skeleton crew is on board, they're probably engineering a skeleton crew, just to maintain the batteries and the engines and stuff. Whether they're doing any of that, I don't know. the vessel's connected to the port connection, the shore connection. As you can see the cables on the stern connected to the shore connection, but you can see that padding's been put down on the on the swim platform to protect it, and then you can see it's all moved around and nobody's fixed it. So even the basic stuff's not being done. So all of that protection is all pushed over to one side and stuff. And you can see that the vessel's generally in very poor condition. Like I said, not a reflection of the builder, reflection of the neglect of the vessel, that it's not being looked after properly, right? So yeah, it looks absolutely terrible. You can see it on the aft deck as well. The sun deck, if you like. I think it's probably the sun deck. You can see there's big cracks appeared in. It's supposed to be teak. I don't think it is. I think it's some sort of material that resembles teak that's been laid down and it's cracked and lifted. Either that or something very heavy has hit that teak and cracked it. I don't think that's the case. To me, it looks like it's like a thick material, you know, that's got lines in it to look like teak, and it's cracked and lifted. That's what I think it is. But that's clearly from exposure to sun and then rain and then whatever conditions they have there. So yeah, it's absolutely terrible condition. Hi, thanks very much for watching this video. If you want to see the full news videos, click on the link over here. And if you'd like to find the channels, you can find the links below here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.